American poet Margaret Sangster once quoted, "There's nothing half so pleasant as coming home again." And that is exactly what Rosalie Williams wants to do, go back home. Williams has been homeless for about 9 months and hoping to get the house she was promised before her ordeal began. This is because up to last year, Williams had been living comfortably with her husband and her 3 children in their home located in an alley on Bannock Street, when according to her, the area representative paid her a visit after a hurricane.
The minister was in the area, say who need relief and whose house was damaged or whatsoever.
What minister is
My minister, Mr. Patrick Farber, he came and he saw my house inside and out, and my house was mostly water damaged, because the house sink in the ground, and when it rain, lots of water come in, and the plywood they were rotten, so when the rain beat against the wall, it wet up everything inside. So he approved a home for me, which was filled through Boots. The application was filled from Boots, right? He explained to me that he only approved the house, but the Boots built the house.
Williams says she applied and filled out all necessary paperwork and was later informed of the approval.
In March, late March, I got a call. It was a female telling me that my name was approved for a home from the government and from Boots. So they told me just go into the office and go check to make sure and things. So I took like a week before I went, and I went at Euphrates at that yellow building, and I went upstairs. There was a secretary and a man in the office, and I told the lady, I said, come and check about a home. Now they called me and told me my name was approved for a home.
And so, Williams says the secretary confirmed that indeed the house had been approved, but advised Williams to contact the contractor to find out how soon the building could begin.
So he told me as soon as the house is taken down, call me and make a know. He said, I know I send me man, they come put down the foundation.
So her husband, with the help of some men, broke down the house in one day.
And I called him as the house was broke down. I called him and I tell him we don't move, the house done broke down. He said okay, then he said the next week the man there come put down the foundation.
But 1 week turned into a month and no work was done. So Williams contacted the contractor once more.
He had attitudes when I started contacting, right? He told me, he said, I can't do nothing unless the minister then give me the money. He said, no money not there until the budget really explained to me. That was the first thing he told me. So I tell him, so if you know, not got no money, for bill, no house, why you tell me come out of my house and broke it down then? He said, but you have to break it down if you build the house, right? That he tell me, I said, oh, anyway, if I asked him, I said, so when the budget was read, he tell me he not sure, but then say either June or July. So I said, I have to wait till then for my house bill. Now this are in April, May. He said, yes, he said, because he can't build nothing because he the only one who had the money, not the government.
And so the budget was read, and still Williams got no house. After contacting the contractor once more, Williams said they finally went and built the foundation columns, and that was the end of it. I
started to go see Mr. Bootside office, like 2 or 3 times I went there. Not get to see him. The 4th time I gone, he was in the office, and I wait till everybody nearly done got see, and I may be going like head of 2 person when he came out of his office with a briefcase, and he said that how he know there's no more people because he have a meeting to go to. So from the time she left her home, Williams was renting an apartment not too far from Bannock Street. During that time, in the month of August, her husband Isaiah Williams was shot multiple times, so she had to care for him. But what made it worse was that all her items, which were stored in a little shack in the same location where her house was, were stolen during this time. This made the situation even more grim as Williams was forced to provide for her 3 children and her injured husband. By this time, the family moved to a house in the Jane Usher Boulevard area. Still unable to make ends meet, Williams said she met area representative Patrick Farber by the Belcan Bridge one day and spoke with him. I explained to him, I asked him if he know that I out of my house for some while now and that I am paying rent on my own and I can't manage it because my husband may recently come out of hospital. All my leave savings that I had saved went on hospital trying to help him and so forth. And I tell her I have a problem right now with the rent because I'm struggling on my own and I can't meet the rent for my own. So I asked her if I could please beg you to assist me with my rent. I explained to her how much is the rent. He tell me I cannot afford to pay your whole rent for you. He said, but I want to try help you with part of the rent, assist you with a portion to pay towards the rent. I tell her thanks. I say I would appreciate that.
Easy said, but not easy done, because Williams said she did not get the assistance although she filled out the paperwork. In December, her landlord told her it was time to move out since she could no longer afford to pay rent. So Williams took to the airwaves. After hearing her story, a Good Samaritan from Lord's Bank offered a house to Williams, but only for 2 months, the deadline being the end of February.
I pray that we know when the 2 months up, because I have nowhere to go. I tell you right now I'm talking, we homeless. Absolutely homeless, because this was my home. As if no home, no there.
With a new grandbaby and 2 of her sons in school, Williams says it isn't easy.
Right now they're licking because the one in 6 will be graduating. I will have to put him in our college because my children are doing good and I surely know I got them out of school. No care what circumstances I face, I am a fighter for my kids. Me no dance, me no worry about club, me no worry about drink, me no worry about party. All me worry about are my kids and I want to fight for them.
Williams says that when the end of February comes, there's only one option she's looking at.
Well, I could honestly say when the 2 months up and I personally don't have anywhere to go, and this is why I said it before, I will run everybody from under Battlefield Park out of Albert Street where that shed there, and I will take that over for myself because out there homeless people live, and I am homeless.
Reporting for Love News, I am Natalie Novello.